Good evening, coin operators and future coin operators. I'm still your host. You're still waiting with bated breath to hear about how my good taste can become your good taste. Well, we've got a few things to review tonight on Cold Brew Reviews. First up is Fat Tire's answer, which it can only be their answer to this stuff called Shock Top, which sells like mad because it basically tastes like the beer equivalent of Tang. It's just like an Orange Punch Sunny D type of beer. And for people who don't drink a lot of beer, it tastes great. If you're already drunk, it tastes great. But the beer nerds are gonna say that it tastes like beer Tang. So this is their answer to that. And I suspect Voodoo Ranger IPA, uncharacteristically aggressive and weird advertising for New Belgium's label, is their answer to all the aggressive and weird IPA out there from an advertising point of view. We'll see how it tastes. We'll see how both of them taste. But before we continue, there's something really important. You see this? Yeah, it's gone. I'm not sure how the world is going to react, whether it makes my face look nicer, what makes my chin look manlier without, looking older. I already am wearing a tight shirt tonight to remind me that I'm not going to be reviewing any ice cream or cookies for a while. I'm also enjoying some of these. Now, I'm not trying to enjoy them for the sake of, making me skinny. This isn't the 20s. I'm not a flapper. Am I the equivalent of a flapper now? Like almost 100 years later? These are Dejarum Select. Is the light? There they are, Dejarum Select. In case you were worried that you can't find clove cigarettes anymore because they keep trying to outlaw flavored cigarettes, easy. You just call them cigars, even though they're totally fucking cigarettes with filters and the whole deal. You're allowed to call them cigars because there's always a loophole for idiot crap like that. God, all the freaking money people spend to try to avenge people who die from cigarettes. You could actually spend that money on actual treatment to get people not addicted, not on trying to outlaw it. But I guess that'd be a separate show to talk about that. Because tonight we're going to talk about beer. Specifically, the two beers I mentioned earlier. I guess we'll try with the beer for people who don't drink beer, and that was me once upon a time. Drinking Shock Tops and wheat beers and so on. And you know what? The first thing I notice is how not carbonated it is. Compared to a Shock Top, again, I'll try them if I'm already drinking, if that's the only thing to drink. But I really notice is how different the texture of New Belgium's answer to Fat Tire is. Extremely different. I'm still burping, but it doesn't have like that fizz, that soda type fizz that so many beers have. So, let's cleanse the palate. I can definitely say that these, likewise, are a light clove. I've smoked enough cloves over my life. I'm going to say that these are definitely good for beginners. They're light, but they still have that flavor, that distinct, I'm not smoking cigarettes because I'm too cool for regular cigarettes flavor. Maybe there's another reason to smoke them. I can't think of it. So, Voodoo Ranger IPA. Both of these are $2.50 at a gas station, so hooray for craft beer being $2.50 at the gas station. But I'd say that the taste of this is totally fine for $2.50 at a gas station. You basically get what you pay for. I'm hoping I can maybe get more than what I pay for because I expect a lot out of New Belgium brewing. Most of their stuff is very solid. It does not. It does not disappoint. This pint can. Okay, 7%, 5.2. But I don't. This doesn't taste boozy. It's hoppy, but not bitter hoppy. You know, sometimes you can have a bitter, angry, hoppy flavor and still have good flavor. Still be a very good IPA. But you know, I can't say that this is a happy IPA. No, it's got a very intense flavor. Yeah, this is for what, you know, people in the beer scene would call the hop heads. This is definitely like a pack of these, $2.50 for a pint. Absolutely worthy. Again, this is why I hold New Belgium in high esteem. And it's not all bite, no flavor. There's definitely the flavors of the ingredients in there. I don't think they added anything funny to it. I always love how bands sometimes will just tell you the ingredients. India Pale Ale brewed with spice. Ah, I was wrong. But there you go. That's how subtle the spice was. I can't readily tell what the spice is. Now it says with spice. This is definitely not a, you know, a jalapeno IPA or a habanero IPA. Those are for other people. I am in no position to review those because as pale as I look in this light, my tongue for spiciness is even paler. My tongue for hoppiness, I guess, gets darker and darker and darker. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is thumbs up. Absolutely worth $2.50. Buy a dozen of them. Be the hero of your party. Tell everyone they were $7 each. They'll believe you. Hopefully your friends will know you're yanking their chain that it's not $2.50. They'll be able to tell it's closer to $5. But still, tell them it's $5. They'll believe it. Clear the palate. I don't have a Shock Top with me to compare to it, but my memory of Shock Top is pretty distinct. And this one has more body to it. Like it has, like you feel the weight of beer, the texture of beer more than you do with a Shock Top. I would definitely offer this to wheat beer drinkers. You know, it says it's let's say it right on the side. Belgian style wheat ale brewed with orange peel. The orange is extremely subtle, extremely subtle. This is definitely wheat beer first. The orange is just a little bit in there, much like whatever spice is in the Voodoo Ranger. It's just for the kick. It doesn't overpower the key ingredients at all. And now, because I wanted my show to be interesting before it burnt out, before it started, we're going to do something terrible. That's right. Something horrible. But you know what? It may turn out okay. Yeah, that's right.
A lot of head there.
Yeah. When you pour it like that, you're going to get a lot of foam. But I really wanted them to mix because as much as I hate being the canary in the coal mine of some things, I love being the canary in the coal mine for beverages. It's just something that I've always been since I was real little. I was like, ooh, I wonder what this and that tastes like together. I wonder what this and that tastes like together. With food, I kind of, you know, after the peanut butter and margarine sandwich incident of 1987, I backed off on how brave I was with food to a little bit. I would still try things that other people had prepared, but I would never go into the kitchen with actual real food as a mad scientist. But when it came to beverages, there I felt that was not only safe to do, but somehow necessary. Somebody had to be the canary in the coal mine of drinking weird concoctions. Weird but safe, of course. When you add the two together, you basically just get a weaker IPA. Most people could have told you that. I'm sure they would have told me that after they told me to, no, stop, don't do that. Oh well. Thank you, coin operators and future coin operators. See you next time.